He was 71 years old. No known illnesses. No complaints. He went to bed like any other night, settled into his favorite position, read a few chapters from his book, turned off the bedside lamp and closed his eyes. He was a healthy man, or so everyone thought. He went to bed like any other night, but he never woke up. A peaceful passing, yes. But what most people didn't know were the bedtime habits that could have been quietly putting his life at risk. If you're over 70 or care for someone who is, you need to hear this. Here are 4 bedtime habits older adults must avoid to protect their heart, brain, and overall health while they sleep. Habit No. 1. Going to bed right after eating a heavy meal. Imagine this, a comforting dinner and then settling into bed immediately. It seems so natural, doesn't it? And for some, it might be a lifelong habit. But for those over 70, this routine can become a silent threat. You see, as we age, our bodies go through many changes, especially our digestive system. Now, I'm not saying a late dinner will harm everyone. In fact, for many, eating closer to bedtime is just part of their daily routine. However, the problem arises when the evening meal becomes heavy or difficult to digest. Let's take, for example, a traditional Thanksgiving feast. Lots of protein, carbs, and fat. The secret culprits behind this silent threat are the trillions of bacteria that call your gut home. They're vital for breaking down food, producing essential nutrients, and even supporting your immune system. But here's the catch. As we age, these tiny allies can start acting up. Yep, you guessed it, indigestion, bloating, and even acid reflux can join the party, making nighttime discomfort your new unwelcome guest. But that's not all. A full stomach right before lights out can lead to something more serious, sleep apnea. Imagine trying to breathe through a narrow passage blocked by a heavy stomach. Not easy, right? Well, that's what sleep apnea is all about, and it can make your nights restless and your days sluggish. Now, you might be thinking, what's the big deal about a little indigestion or sleep disruption? Well, here's the thing. Frequent disruptions in sleep quality can silently strain your heart. During a night filled with uncomfortable pauses for air, your heart has to work harder, leading to potential long-term strain. It's like running a marathon without proper training. Over time, it takes a toll. So, what's the solution? Simple. Allow your body time to digest before bedtime. Aim for a gap of 2 to 3 hours between dinner and bedtime. This gives your gut a chance to relax and lets you sleep peacefully. Also, keep your evening meals light and opt for easily digestible foods like soups, salads, or whole grain toast. Avoid heavy, rich dishes, especially those with fried foods or excessive fats. By making these small adjustments, you can enjoy your evening meals without inviting trouble during the night. Habit number 2, taking the wrong medications at night. You're winding down for the day, perhaps reading a book or watching TV. When it's time for those little helpers, your nightly pills. It's a routine for millions of Americans, especially as we grow older. But did you know that certain medications can play a dangerous game with your sleep? Some commonly prescribed drugs, particularly those managing conditions like high blood pressure, heart rhythm, or even chronic pain, can bring your heart rate down too much during sleep. Now, you might be wondering why this matters. Well, picture this. Your heart is the conductor of an orchestra. When its tempo drops to low, the entire performance suffers. Your organs don't get the music they need to function properly. Your blood flow can slow down, delivering vital nutrients at a sluggish pace. And that's not all. Certain sleep aids or sedatives, they can be like a mischievous side character on stage, causing unexpected exits. They increase the risk of falls if you happen to wake up in the middle of the night. And as we age, falls become not just a stumble, but a potential disaster leading to fractures or head injuries. But what's the solution? Simple. Knowledge. Before you take any medication, ask your doctor or pharmacist, is it okay to take this before bed? Be open about all the drugs and supplements you're taking. Together, you can find alternatives that won't disrupt your sleep and ensure your heart stays in the spotlight, conducting its timeless symphony. Habit No. 3. Sleeping in a room that's too warm or too cold. The quest for the perfect sleeping temperature. It's a universal struggle, isn't it? For some, a slightly cooler room sounds like a dream, while others prefer a cozy, toasty haven. But as we age, this choice becomes more than just a preference. It's a matter of health. You see, as the mercury in the thermometer rises or falls, our bodies, especially as we grow older, can struggle to maintain the right balance. When the room is too warm, say above 24 degrees Celsius, our bodies work overtime to cool down. This can mean an increased heart rate, putting extra strain on the heart. It's like asking your car to run at high speed in hot weather. Eventually, it can break down. And what about the chilly side of the spectrum? When the room is too cold, say below 18 degrees Celsius, our blood vessels can constrict, making it harder for blood to reach vital organs. It's like trying to use a hose with a kink in it. The flow is restricted. Now, you might think, what's a few degrees here or there? Well, it can make a significant difference. For instance, studies show that sleeping in a warmer room can increase the risk of stroke, particularly in older men. On the other hand, a recent research suggests that sleeping in a cool room can help maintain a healthy blood pressure, which is great news for those managing hypertension. So what's the sweet spot? Experts recommend keeping the bedroom at a comfortable 18 to 22 degrees Celsius. But remember, everyone's different. Consider using breathable bedding and clothing to stay comfortable throughout the night. After all, a good night of sleep should be as refreshing as a cool drink on a summer-s day and as comforting as a warm cup of cocoa on a winter-s night. Habit number 4, ignoring sleep apnea symptoms. Sleep apnea, the silent snorer. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say something? It's a condition that often goes unnoticed, especially in older adults. You see, as we age, snoring can become a common occurrence. It's like our bodies getting into the habit of dozing off while we're awake. But not all snoring is harmless. Loud snoring could be a sign of obstructive sleep apnea. And here's where things get tricky. Sleep apnea causes our breathing to repeatedly stop and start while we're asleep. Imagine trying to breathe through a narrow passage blocked by relaxed throat muscles. Not possible, right? That's the essence of sleep apnea. It's like a pause button on your breath during sleep. Now, you might be thinking, why should I care if I could still breathe? Well, here's the catch. Each pause can last from a few seconds to minutes, occurring hundreds of times a night. This means your body gets brief but repeated jolts, startling your heart and sending it into overdrive. Over time, this constant strain can increase the risk of heart attack and even sudden death in sleep. It's like driving a car with a sputtering engine. At first, it's just an annoyance, but if ignored, it can lead to a breakdown. And sleep apnea doesn't just affect the snorer. If you're sleeping beside someone with sleep apnea, the loud snoring and pauses in breathing can disrupt your sleep too. But the good news is awareness is the first step to addressing this issue. Look out for these telltale signs: loud snoring, gasping or choking sounds at night, and feeling extremely tired during the day even after 8 hours of sleep. If you notice these signs, whether in yourself or a loved one, don't hesitate to consult a healthcare professional. A simple sleep test can make all the difference. Early detection and treatment of sleep apnea can significantly reduce the risk of serious complications. Remember, a good night's sleep is the foundation for a healthier tomorrow. And there you have it. For bedtime habits that can either enhance or hinder our journey towards healthy and restful sleep. As we age, it's essential to treat our bodies with care, understanding that even seemingly small habits can make a world of difference. Remember, each morning is a new opportunity to make healthier choices. By avoiding these common pitfalls, we can pave the way for better sleep and better health. And don't forget to share this wisdom with others, especially our loved ones who deserve the best when it comes to their well-being. Sweet dreams and good health.